Welcome, everybody, to the Slab Lounge. Yes, it is a weird set of circumstances, let me tell you. Because, so, for start, I wanted to talk about the Sekiro anime, is it Sekiro or Sekiro?
Sekiro.
Okay, I wanted to talk about the Sekiro anime, but first, what the Monster Hunter's wild. Okay, like, how bad is it? Like, what the fuck is going on with that? Like, I've heard about the PC issues, but, like,
So, it's interesting. I personally have not really had any problems with it, but I think my computer is, like, still more powerful than, I guess, like, the average consumer or whatever, because I don't know, when I built my computer I was like, I'm gonna stream, I want games, I'm throwing money at this because I want my games to work, and it's cool for me, but most everyone that I've played the game with, they've had like basically game breaking, unplayable, like just performance errors with it throughout like the entirety of its life. Yeah, so it's, I don't know. Like, one of the cool things that Monster Hunter does well, just like the team behind it, is they always push out like free content, free updates, and all that stuff. And I think people are getting a little upset because they keep like adding new stuff, but the game is like largely unplayable for a lot of people. That
like we're like 15 years ago, back when like, like when like WoW and all that stuff started coming out. It was like, oh, cool, I can just play this like my normal games, but no, it takes more than you need, and a lot of the common people don't have, like you said, Gabe, like, oh, they didn't think ahead to get like a good performance thing that is like, cool, I just have this standard little compound.
Yeah, no, and I'll say like it runs Monster Hunter pretty well, but like not perfectly. So like I still have a little performance issues, but like it's nothing terrible. But my computer is kind of struggling with it.
Yes, I haven't even started playing Wilds yet because I'm still just hanging around in Rise, technically.
Rise is really good. And I like Wilds a lot, but it's, I don't know. Like, I would be very upset if it's been months after the game has come out and like they still haven't really addressed any of like the giant barriers for even playing a game that you've already like paid full money for. And then I know that I think Capcom announced this week that the sales numbers for Wilds are also like a lot lower than they were expecting. So I don't know.
I mean,
I feel like the people, they come and they have the good ideas, like in the executive group suite. When they're developing this stuff, they're like, it's going to be cool, right? And it would be cool. But I think they also kind of forget, like, if you want a lot of this to sell, you need to be like, you got to meet them where they are. And a lot of people aren't going to have, like, necessarily these overpowered computers. Like, you're going to get the normal small band here. But the problem is with the people that have the computers that can probably run your ideas, if they don't like your concept or get on board, now you're some of the other people, and you be like, oh, cool, we're going to show them these nice markups and all this stuff they want to play. But they don't physically have the capability of actually running it. That's beautiful if you want. And unless you're going to be like, it's not like we're in a world where it's future where it's like, hey, we're going to sell you this game, and we're also going to sell you this system or a system upgrade where you can just upgrade your thing easily off of this and play this. It's not. They're thinking like everyone's like an upper middle class person that's going to play this. It's not. A lot of people that are going to play it is going to have like lower specs. And they don't really think about it.
Yeah. It also kind of feels just like a weird optimization issue, because I think it runs fine on consoles, and like it's a pretty game, but it doesn't look that good. I don't know. It reminds me of that annoying trend that we're seeing now, where it's like, oh, cool, people have computers. All right, I'm not going to optimize my game at all. Like, sure, new Monster Hunter game is like 700 gigs. It's like, whoa, okay, calm down. No, it's not that much, but like it's pretty big. Let me actually look up. Yeah, so the original game is pretty chunky, and then there's a texture pack that I got as well that makes the game look better. It's like a 4K texture pack. That's an additional 70 gigs.
Jesus!
Yeah.
Did they take the actual animal flesh?
This is why I hate like modern graphics tech. Tech.
Oh wait, one sec, real quick. The game itself is 75 gigs. So the game is 75 gigs, and the texture pack is an additional 70.
So that's a lot. That's why we were saying
modern graphics technology. I mean, like, look, on one hand, yes, okay, you want to make it as realistic as you can, but at the expense of but then number one, that you have to shed a tear for that poor processor. I mean, good lord.
Did we learn nothing with the Cry engine?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's why they were going back. We were talking about, I think, in the previous Slab about them going back towards like lower graphics stuff on there. That's why I said it's a good idea. I think we should go back to maybe do some good RTS games. I love RTS games. And like, let's try to expand some people's minds.
I mean, side scrollers are making a heavy comeback at this point.
And while I will touch up on Dawn of War 4 in a bit, I will say that at the very least, well, I mean, because graphics technology is going to get more, and yes, I will touch up on the Sekiro anime, just, bear with me. It's just that the PS6 got showcased. And,
while PS5 prices are going up.
Yeah, right? And I think the launch window...
Wait, PS6? I still haven't got the PS5.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, well, for the record, I mean, like, the quote unquote winner of the console wars is Sony. Nintendo's barely competing in it because it's just doing its own thing now with the Switch 2, and the Switch 2 is like outsold the PlayStation 2, which is the highest selling console in history. Which is saying a lot, considering how, the Wii, like, Nintendo barely kept up with demand with the Wii, but whatever. Good on Sony for being the quote-unquote winner of the console war. It's just, if you're gonna keep...
No,
what?
it's just that the Switch stuff from there, like, I really feel like Nintendo hit the nail on the head. Let's go after casual gamers. Like, yes, there'll be hardcore gamers that want, like, this powerful shit on there. But there's a lot of people, especially when you start working, like when I was a kid, of course I kept going after the better console, better graphics, cool games to play with it. Because I had nothing to fucking do after school, because school wasn't doing shit. But when you get to like the adult age, when you have the extra money to spend on this shit, you're like, I don't really got time for this, because it's like I go to work, and it's like, okay, so wake up like at 4 or 5, right? Get ready to work. Come back home, it's like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, right? If I don't have any errands. And then, but I gotta go to sleep like 10. And not counting like, okay, I gotta cook, do all the other shit. So logistically, if you don't really care about sleep, you have other time. But if you do care about sleep to do this shit, let's say, possibly you got 2, maybe 3 hours to actually do this shit. It doesn't really seem worth it for me to like, go on the console, and depending on how many TVs you have, taking up all the TV for this. I got the Switch. I'm at home. I'm relaxing. I'm playing D3 or whatever while I'm watching TV, catching up on my streams and shit. It makes more sense than these other console shit. And the games that are coming out aren't that great. Most of them are basically busts. Unless you're really into them, is bust. The only reason I will get a PS5 is purely for GTA 6. It's still not out.
Wait, is GTA 6 coming out for the 4 as well or no?
It's coming out for what?
Is GTA 6 coming out for the PS4 or no?
I don't think so. They might retrofit it. Something I know it's PS5.
Well, because okay,
I'm not sure
right.
about PS4.
Uh, um, so like there is something that you did bring up like with because like that's how I was with the well technically speaking I am with the Switch. I mean if Nintendo finally fucking fixes its goddamn stick drift problem, because like with the Switch games I just pick them up and play, and even back in the day, where like even with like PS1, 2, arguably PS3 era, like you could just put your thing in the thing, you could put your CD in the thing, and then pick up and play. Um, but with like nowadays, like with like console, like especially with modern AAA, you got to sit through all these fucking load times. I mean, God of War Ragnarok. I never played it. I know what happens, but I saw Captain K play it. Oh my god, the amount
Yeah,
of loading zones that game
there,
had. I'm just all like, dude, this is
there was
really
some
breaking my
hangout
immersion.
times.
Jesus Christ. Say what you will about even Cyberpunk. Say what you will about Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, I certainly. Well, I didn't go through as many bugs, but that's because I just that computer was top of the line. My computer was top of the line at the time, so I didn't have as many bugs or glitches. I had them, but like nowhere near to the degree as a lot of other people did. Um, the game, like even now by its current standards, after 2.3 was live, and all it did was fix quality of life stuffs. It run there aren't as many like loading gates. That game's optimized as fuck. I could arguably pick it up and play, but like with like oh, fuck Final Fantasy 15. Like I heard all the loading gates and shit, and I'm just like, dude, really? Online games I can understand. That's a connection issue, fine. But like with most modern AAA games, I mean that's just way too much. Will that happen with GTA 6? Hell no. That game's gonna be optimized as fuck because if there's one thing, while Take Two is a greedy piece of shit, they let Rockstar do whatever it is they need to do, and for what it's worth, Rockstar they deliver. So I'm still not gonna play GTA 6 because I really don't have a reason to. I know it's not gonna it's definitely gonna be a game that you can pick up and play after you fucking install that thing. God knows how much memory that thing's gonna fucking take up. But moving on, like because it's not just that Microsoft showed off its handheld. Technically speaking, its X and its S version, and cool, but like pushing that aside. Um, um, did any of you watch the Sekiro trailer?
I did not.
No,
No,
not
yeah.
really. Like, 'cause this is like Japanese, like samurai stuff, right? Like, honestly, when I ever play that kind of shit, I'm either doing Dynasty Warriors or Samurai Warriors, and I can play that shit forever. Move, boo, forever.
Dynasty Warriors
Oh,
4 all the way.
you don't even know because I actually got the Abyss Warriors thing that they did. The effort it takes to get Lubu, but once he's there, yeah, yeah, hell is cleansed.
It's okay. So they showed off. It's the Sekiro anime. First of all, it's being developed. I think. Yeah, no. Crunchyroll is bankrolling it, which makes sense. Because Sony owns Sekiro, right? Or wait,
I,
I think Sony owns Sekiro,
because
and then
Sekiro was only a Sony exclusive, right? I think.
I think Sekiro was only. I don't think I ever seen it on Xbox.
Yeah,
yeah, because I think I don't have memory of it being on any of the others.
me
So.
neither. So like,
And that was one of those early before, like, when it got past like PS2, and it was like going to PS3, and then like Xbox, like 360 or one.
mhm.
I was always saying, like, I would say, okay, Nintendo got it right with the casual games. Xbox had their, I always thought their multiplayer system, online system was better than Sony's online one. But I
Yeah,
always thought Sony had better games individually, especially for the customer stuff on there. Like,
had
if you wanted like a good story one, Sony had it.
had,
On
and
there.
we're gonna get to that anyway. So the Sekiro anime, it's essentially a retelling of the game, I guess. The only reason why I haven't played, well, no, there are multiple reasons why I haven't played Sekiro, but like one of the main reasons is like everybody said like being stealth was mandatory, and I'm just like, no, fuck that.
I don't want stealth. If I'm a samurai or fucking like Chinese warrior and that shit, I don't want stealth. I want to be able to like, I don't like this guy. I'm just gonna start fighting people.
Well, to be fair, it's a ninja game,
Yeah.
so.
At the same time, you know,
I don't care. I want to fight people like Ninja Gaiden. I'm
Yeah,
just
I was
going
I mean,
down.
you can do that, but they ain't taking hits like Ninja Gaiden people. Mm-mm.
so, but yeah, it's essentially just, you know, it's retelling Sekiro's story, how he got a stupid robotic arm, and then on his quest, and all that nonsense. So, I mean, the animation looks nice. I don't know much about Sekiro's story because I really never cared for it.
It's as convoluted as any Dark Souls story.
Do they actually tell it?
Yeah, I mean, you actually, unlike Dark Souls, you're actually talking to people and having to go interact with them directly, and they tell you, like, yeah, this person's causing this issue. Go kill them.
Okay.
Like, there is a straightforward story. You understand what you're doing. The reasons why everything are happening are very fucking convoluted. But the
So
story,
it's like Kingdom Hearts.
yeah, not in the same vein, but kind of in that sense, where you know where you're heading, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, why the fuck's this here? Who are you? Why? But the main plot's still the same.
Okay. So, well,
Okay, so it's like Final Fantasy.
Again,
Yeah.
I don't want to say because the Final Fantasy, well, depending on which Final Fantasy we're talking about.
We're talking about any Final Fantasy after 8.
No,
Okay.
because like Final Fantasy VI's plot was straightforward. You knew what the fuck was going on. 7 and up was just ridiculously convoluted for no fucking reason other than it being convoluted.
Oh no,
Yeah.
seven was clear. They wanted to sell 4 discs.
Dude, 7. Jesus,
Well,
it's
8
overrated.
8 has a good story, but the problem is time travel. Like, when you do piece the story together, you're like, okay, it makes sense. But the story doesn't make sense because it's a time travel story. So, at fault, when you immediately start trying to piece things together, you're like, wait, how is this person doing what? And then at the end, you're like, okay, you're just in no time. You're in the nexus of time fighting. So it's like, okay. But then when you beat the game, you're still like, so did I undo things? Did I just go back to the timeline? Do I exist? Like, the game leaves you with more questions than you started. You didn't actually have questions when you started.
I think the problem is that when us, mainly us, who's keep trying to get time travel, I feel like there's been a few people who've been able to nail time travel, especially like in movies. Like you got like fucking Back to the Future,
Yes.
a couple of theories on there, so you have them kind of nailed in time travel. But other people trying to do it. You had that Chrono Cat that's got was it Blinks? They kind of fucked up with that Xbox.
Yeah, I feel bad for Blinks because that was made by the Parappa the Rapper creator.
Yeah, I'm just saying that us humans, especially nowadays, we can't really do time travel that well. A couple of us nail it or come close. Most of us fail. And I feel like once you start getting time travel in it,
Time travel is such a tough topic to tackle. I
well,
mean,
because you got it. Because the problem is, no one agrees on the rules of time travel.
it's not just that.
Are we counted as a closed loop
It's not
or
just,
as not a closed loop?
it's not just that. I mean, like how the story is structured altogether, not just the rules. Just take for instance Chrono Trigger, right? For the I know nobody like very few, even, and like this is and it's a shame too because when I was lecturing at colleges, they didn't even fucking know what Chrono Trigger was. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So like,
Wait, you didn't know that redheaded guy?
yeah, they never knew what the fuck Chrono Trigger was about or any of that. And I'm just like, dude, no. I mean, you heard it yourself when we were in the team meeting, like what was it, a few months back. Wayne, who's one of our animators, never touched Chrono Trigger at all. And
Oh yeah, no, he just started. He was like on the first game.
yeah,
I'm sure if he kept going, he's on the second game. But yeah, it's confusing as fuck, and you gotta have real dedication for it. And even if you're playing it, and you have real dedication for it. I know when I played it, I had to play it a couple times, so I actually kind of got it. Like when I first played it, I just went with it.
yeah.
But to understand it, I had to play a couple of times. Like, oh, now I see what they did. It's like they're trying to be too cheeky by half.
And even then, they didn't necessarily answer all the questions because Megas' sister is still out there somewhere, and Megas, who literally started a war to get at Lavos, never got his sister, so he's still searching for her. And yeah, so but like Chrono Trigger is probably like the only game that actually tackled time travel well. I mean, you could argue Titanfall 2, that one mission, but like that's just a mission as opposed to a fucking video game that revolved around time travel. But then you'll get like,
I mean,
oh god,
if you want to
you
get
got like
loose with it,
Onimusha 3. Oh fuck that game. Like Onimusha 3 and their time travel shenanigan. Onimusha 3 broke its own fucking rules because apparently thoughts can travel through time. You can't bring stuff from the future into the past to play the shitty games that suck ass, but somehow there's a fucking motorcycle in feudal Japan and everybody's just glossing over it like it just belongs there. And I'm just like, you're Kenji
It's a
Unifune.
yokai. It's fine.
No,
You just
it's Kenji Unifune. He cannot write a good story to save his fucking life. Fuck that guy.
like it's
I kind of
yokai.
feel,
That's all they would. Oh, he's captured a yokai somehow. Okay.
I kind of feel like they were trying to like they decided they weren't really good at time travel, and they kind of went to. I guess the best way is to do a reverse time travel only when they kind of try to do Assassin's Creed, where it's
Except,
kind of like, hey, we just go into the past. We're not gonna do the past and the present. So they realize we can't keep up with this shit.
here's the problem with that. In Onimusha 3, the villain from Onimusha 1 specifically made time travel an actual thing, and he's just all like, let's invade 2004 France for no fucking reason. It's just like, what the
Well,
hell?
the reason would be the French will give it up.
Whatever.
I mean, to be fair, with Onimusha, the problem that they have, you can only bring Nobunaga back so many times.
Yeah, they're bringing him. I'm pretty sure they're bringing him back again this time around because of.
They're always going to
You
bring him
can,
back.
I get he's in their form of the lore, like the Demon King down there, but it's like at some point somebody else has to be there. It can't just be only Nobunaga.
I know.
You know what I find
Coming
weird?
back.
You know what I find weird is like, okay, with like all the Samurai Dynasty Warrior games, since they go to the past and stuff like that, how come no one's ever just been like, hey, you want to be Genghis Khan?
No. Well, yeah, I mean,
Civilization.
technically that is a good question. There aren't really any Genghis Khan. Well, usually they put them as the villains, so yeah.
Yeah,
Genghis
but wouldn't that be
Khan
fun if you saw that as a young Genghis Khan and it's just like build your empire, build your shit, and conquer the world? I mean, I know with Total War was pretty fun. I'm not sure if you guys did play that game, Total War on a PC.
I played it like once, man.
Dude, that was fun. When they had the rumored
Yeah.
expansion, it's fucking fun as fuck. And then if they did one where it was like either you're Genghis Khan or Alexander the Great, like you're just in this time period, and that's just conquer shit.
I mean, I guess. Well, if you're an RTS fan, I mean, Dawn of
It
War.
wouldn't have to be RTS. You could just have a regular on the shit. Like now you're like either you're a young Genghis Khan growing up on the plains in Mongolia and the conquer the world, or you're a fucking bastard child in a fucking power dispute and you become Alexander the Great. Either way, that'd be kind of fun.
It's gonna be like a Genghis Khan dating sim where it's like, get your concubines. You've got
Yeah.
500
I would
kids.
find that. I would give
You can
that.
either do
I
that,
don't know if the
or
world's ready for young Temujin. I don't
we
know.
can either do that, or if we're gonna do an American version, and I feel like we could easily trick Trump into this shit, where you're just Thomas Jefferson, and you have like 600 to 1,000 fucking slaves that you just become their daddies.
Nah.
Well, here's the thing.
That game's gonna get loved but canceled.
I didn't know PragerU is making games now.
Oh, PragerU is definitely making a game. They had the thing with Columbus stuff on there. Isn't it better to be a slave than being killed? Then why are you white people not gonna willing to be slaves? I'm the same.
Well, if they're anything like today's streamers, they're gonna just ruin everything. Like, I don't know if you heard this, and I cannot believe I am rushing to Battlefield 6's defense. Prominent streamers are bashing Battlefield 6 because they want a battle royale mode in there. I'm like, motherfucker, you have COD Warzone. Take that. Why would Battlefield need a battle royale? That makes no fucking sense.
What?
They have Fortnite brain.
They've had too many hero shooters.
Oh my god.
Far too many.
Just give them Fortnite. That's all they need.
Yeah, right? Maybe we should like just sit them down and make them watch something educational. Which, okay, I know this is a weird thing. Like, I did not know this was happening at all. Like, this literally came, like, I want to say, I got this news, like, yesterday or something. Noggin is coming back? I'm like, wait a minute, Noggin? I thought
Yeah.
Junior was Noggin. Like, how, what?
No, speaking of PragerU, they heard the evil is being supported by the current presidential administration.
Of course.
So the heroes of Noggin are returning to defend the youths.
No.
Like,
I don't need none of it.
I thought it was Nick. I thought it became Nick Jr. Whatever.
I mean, technically, Nick Jr. is still here, but I guess contract-wise, you could bring it back because we don't know how it was written that it was dissolved.
Let's just
Yeah.
If it was just like disassembled or put on the shelf or something, and then they just named a new company instead of overriding the company, it could come back.
I mean, good on them, I guess. It's just weird. It's weirder than that one. What was it? There's a Bitcoin animated series that's coming out.
Yeah.
Like
What?
it's geared, yeah, I'm serious. It's geared towards kids.
Yeah, they missed the mark there. They're like 4 or 5 years too late for that.
Yeah, right. It's called like Blockchain Brigade or something.
What the heck? No, children do not need to be blockchaining.
I mean, there was the Warren Buffett cartoon.
Yeah, there was a Warren Buffett cartoon. Which, why?
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like there should be a game where it's just like, hey, it's like you have this defense contract company. You got to go lobby the government in order to keep war going for you to get better contracts. It's almost like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Let's call it Defense Contractor Tycoon.
Right? Jesus.
It's
As
like
a battle royale mode, I'll play it.
Yeah.
Battle Royale, bro. You get a globe wall and shit on there, and it's just like Civilization. Where do you want to go? How big is the shit on there? What kind of map? Okay, now let's fucking go on there, and then you just make people like people. You gotta create lobbyists, gotta create settlers, you gotta create strife in a world that you can fucking solve this crisis.
That's so like
It's almost like Community UN episode.
That's well, yeah. That was actually a very funny episode.
It was funny. I love Community. I was just watching this from there. I was just like, let's just make up fucking shit. Let's call it lobbyists instead of like Larry Kumilame, whatever fucking shit on here is just Larry defense contractor lobbyist. Go to Washington D.C.
I'd rather watch that than Long Story Short. I watched the first episode of that because it was the. For those who don't know, Long Story Short is an animated comedy by Netflix. Now, the part that matters is that it was made by the guy who created BoJack Horseman. Long Story Short's kind of crap.
We were found and we're horsing around.
Go ahead.
Well, okay, so I will say, as a certified BoJack lover, it took a few episodes for it to like kind of get off the ground. Do you think maybe it's like a similar thing, or does it just seem not
The jokes
good?
just did not land. I mean, let me put it to you this way: when the Scott Pilgrim Netflix anime came out, I actually stuck through it for the first 2 episodes before I was done with it.
I didn't watch any of it. I knew it was gonna be crap.
I am a defender of the Scott Pilgrim show, but go on.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It wasn't like I was going in. Like I didn't want to go in. I thought they were just gonna retell the movie. They didn't, or rather, the movie. I thought they were gonna retell the movie, which retold the comic. It didn't. It actually went in its own separate direction, which I digged. But it's just like I couldn't find it funny, and like none of the jokes which sucks too because like so many people reprised their roles. Scott Sarah, Michael Sarah.
They got like everyone.
Yeah, they brought back everyone, and like it was good. The animation was great. The fight scenes were on par. It's just like after the second episode was what broke my. None of the jokes landed. I mean, I get where they were going. They wanted to flesh her out some more, which was fine. But it's just.
I mean, it's the marketing behind it was kind of weird because they tried to like not spoil really what it was, and they were like, "Oh, it's like an animated version of the comic," but it's like kind of really the third part of Scott Pilgrim that like takes the live action movie like into canon. So it's weird. Like you need to read the comic and watch the movie, and then you watch Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. Like it's weird. It's not a very good thing to, I guess, experience if you've only ever seen the movie.
Right, and what's worse, and what hit me even harder was it like, even though like the cast reprised its role, the writer behind he made the comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scott O'Malley.
He wrote all the episodes for that season, and it's a shame Netflix didn't renew for a season 2, but. Whatever. I mean, like, yeah. But anyway, so with
you still gotta watch Fixed.
Yeah, I still have to watch Fixed, but
it's not good.
What's Fixed about?
Fixed is about.
It's about a dog losing his balls and getting I cannot ever pronounce his last name. There we go. He is the main guy behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It was apparently his like baby project that he'd been working on for years, and it finally came out, and boy, it is not very good. But it's
I don't know.
still worth watching.
Is it?
Maybe he was trying to beat out the punch before they bring back Airbud. I'm not sure.
It's Sausage Party, but with dogs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was gonna ask, is it worse than what was it, Unicorn Eternal or Warriors Eternal? What the fuck was that?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's weird because like the voice acting's good, animation's good. It's just fucking weird. I don't know. Like I still don't know how I feel about it.
Because I was down for Unicorn Eternal, whatever the fuck that show was, up until the season finale when it pulled a fucking. Oh, we have to destroy a monster once a week now. And I'm like, guys, you had a good narrative. You could have stuck with it. And now you're pulling this shit on me on the last one. Fuck you. I was really upset. But, hey.
You're like, bring back Camp Lazlo.
Well, Camp Lazlo ended, didn't it? Like, it actually ended conclusively.
Yeah, it ended.
The moose not being the... Whatever. Anyway. But hey, like the Fallout Season 2 trailer dropped.
Oh
yeah. I am excited.
Yes,
I haven't watched it yet, but yeah,
Pretty
I saw
good.
It is. It's actually I'm like 100% backing Gabe on that one. It is like the Fallout TV show is actually really good. It's better than the games. They're better than the Fallout 4 by a fucking mile.
Yeah, the secret to making good video game shows is to just cast Ella Purnell as like the main character. Because we have her, she's an Arcane. Like that's yeah.
God, she's hot too. I'm turning into Robert. I'd smash anybody now.
Oh.
Hey, if I had the ability to go in and smash fucking fictional characters, I would do that. That would be the next Bill and Ted's Awesome Adventure.
Well, like I still draw the line with a living Betty White. I'm never, no.
Living Betty White is a natural treasure. If you have the opportunity, you have to do that. You eat it.
No, I absolutely refuse. I'm just glad they're going to. I'm just glad.
Thank you for being a friend.
But Doug, time travel.
Yeah, that's the time travel that's the time travel we'll be on. Just going back and just doing hot people from old TV stuff. Like I would go back and do Suzanne Summers before the Calf Blasters.
I'd do her during Three's Company.
And yeah, that's the point. And also Joyce T. Witt before I don't know what she did after that.
Dude, okay, we're doing this.
And I'll go on Gilligan's Island. And I'll put Ginger in her place.
You really want to get like hard and stuff like? Just look up Vanna White's Playboy photos.
I mean, first thing that comes to mind is Shelley Duvall in her prime. Because now
Audrey Hepburn.
Shelley Duvall is sad.
Duvall?
Yeah.
We're not talking about Jacksonville?
No.
No. it's like
I'll go back and do Jackie Kennedy.
Here's how all of that Vanna White stuff. Here's how all of that Vanna White stuff like went down. I'm finishing out for my master's degree. I'm in Arizona, and I watched this. I think it was Watch Mojo that was also like, oh, these celebrities don't want you knowing about this, and they talk about Vanna White. I'm like, Vanna White. I mean, yeah, she's still kind of hot. That's why she's like, being 8 billion years old and full of plastic. All right, I'm gonna look these photos up. Holy shit! I was just,
Vanna White, she can still turn those fucking numbers over and fucking
numbers.
Vanna White.
No Wheel of Fortune had numbers.
They had numbers. That's how you became bankrupt. Boom. Boom.
I was like legit. I was like, damn. I turned the lights off. I made sure I had complete ambiance, and you know the rest of that story.
I mean, I would have a hard time becoming the host, like being in Price is Right with all the girls that were throwing off the things on there. I would definitely have an HR issue.
Oh Lord.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't know how you're gonna take this. I really don't. So I'm just gonna preface this by saying, do not take this the wrong way. See, you're women will be more prone to go to you because you're more attractive than Drew Carey.
Oh, because I'm tall and black? Okay.
Hey, they say tall, dark, and handsome for a reason, motherfucker.
Yeah, but the dark they were talking about definitely was not for us black people.
Wow, you just will not let black people have anything. Pretty soon you're gonna start sounding like low tier God, talking about like how he hates black people and like how he can't call black people no more. He just calls us Balrogs, and I'm like, motherfucker, fuck you.
We're Balrogs now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What up, my Balrog?
He calls us Balrog. First of all, he dresses up like he's 20. Dude's like 44 or like 42 or some shit like that. I'm not kidding. He's 4 years older than I am.
Oh yeah, so this is a Rise of Todd situation.
And I get why he's saying Balrog, But at the same time, with the other use of the word Balrog, does that just mean all white people are Gandalf?
Gandalf the White. But they only become Gandalf the White until after they dealt with a black person so they can have their racism straight.
Well,
So we have to whoop their ass and then they become Gandalf the White.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shall not pass. That's what gated communities were.
Good Lord. Jesus Christ. But yeah, like all that like, oh man, I hate low tier God so fucking much. Like I didn't
No
know.
to God. I still hate Neon. Fuck that dude. I barely even knew him until I found out about him.
He's trying to make his I'm a better person arc now.
Well, he's trying to be a better art person because he's like, this shit happened like 2 years ago. I didn't know what I was saying. Bro, you were know what you're saying. You were doing all this shit for money, and you probably believed it a little bit, and now you're like, oh, it's not cool because now it's counterculture to be. Because beforehand, it was like, they were saying, like, DI, all that shit, you can't do that. So he wanted to do this. So it's like, oh, I'm going to make this money for being controversial. Now that is mainstream to be a Nazi, he wants to go the opposite way. Like, I see you. Fuck you, Indian.
Fuck you, Indian.
Exactly.
And it's like, where's Pakistan when you need them?
Oh, dude, fucking, like, they're probably dealing with, why am I thinking that? Like, why are they...
No, they're probably
nothing to
dealing
do
with fake
Mr. Beast.
Trump trying to get Nobel Peace Prize.
I was gonna say, like, I was just saying they were dealing with Mr. Beast's nonsense, but like he's not. Okay, no, don't get me wrong. I know his popularity took a bunch of hits. What with his whatever the fuck her name is with trying to diddle kids, right down to like the lunch lead debacle. I heard like Logan Paul is trying to trying to remove his name from Prime and putting Mr. Beast's name on it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure about putting Mr. Beast's name, but I know he's trying to get his name off of it because feds are looking at him.
Yeah, he's literally like there was a video or something like that. It's like Mr. Beast Prime Blueberry Bitch or some shit like that, and he's just like,
That's actually a good flavor. Wait, is it really called that?
Blueberry Bitch.
I'd drink that.
Mr. Beast Prime Ice flavor.
Like I had.
You can probably get Dean Cain on this. He has nothing else to do. Or the guy who played Charles in Charge, what was it? Scott Bale.
Yeah, what? Him of all, he's still trying to be like relevant. I'm like, dude, you shut up.
But they have like Scott Bale and Kevin Sorbo's like, we're not going to make movies in Hollywood anymore because of the progressive fucking agenda. Bro, no one was on you anyway. You can't say this.
Nobody was like, oh, I miss you so much.
We didn't miss you. Like, you were Charles in Charge and you fucked the fuck up. You need to go look at Scott Bakula. And
Notice
like,
how Lucy Lawless still had work.
yeah.
So work on a park.
Lawless, Xena is more well remembered than fucking Hercules, and Hercules.
Dude, I fucking love Xena. I will watch that shit right now. If they rebooted Xena,
Lucy Lawless made the right moves. She did comedy. She was in Battlestar Galactica. She did a hell of a good job in Battlestar Galactica. Then she was in Spartacus: Gods of the Arena, where she showed off her tits, and they were magnificent. Although the pepperoni was something that made me sad because all of a sudden my childhood dreams went up in smoke. But that's a me story.
I mean, you don't have a. She doesn't have a choice about that.
if they redid Xena, Warrior Princess, like modern day, like put her like in modern day right now with Gabby, and they're both lesbian lovers living in a modern world, but sometimes she has to fucking turn out her fucking Xena's chakram shit in an animated series, that would make $1 billion.
They've been trying to reboot Xena, and nobody's wanting to do it.
Well, they keep talking about it. That's the problem. But like, I was just gonna say, like the Xena PS1 game, that was fun. That actually was fun. Yeah.
I would play another Xena game again.
I mean, the combat was a little jank, but that was for its time. You know, I mean, like I liked playing. I like guiding the chakram from one end to the other. Like that was fun.
So if they made like a Xena game, kind of like a Zelda game right now, you would buy it.
Absolutely, hell yeah, Xena. She was, dude. Like I would love to, especially if they preserve the campiness, especially when it comes to Ares, because he showed up.
Ares has to be in it.
Yes.
He was a comedy relief, kind of.
Well,
Besides
he
Jax.
wasn't. He kept trying to act like a gangster, and he showed off way too.
That's
much
why
of his
what the
chest.
comedy was.
God, good lord.
He was trying to hit on Xena, who Xena didn't want, and everyone could see Xena was gay with Gabby, and then you had Jax.
Who was the junk knight?
Jax.
Oh,
Jax.
Sorry,
That's exactly who it was.
No, for some reason I confused Jax with the King of Thieves, and I'm
Oh, Italicus. Yeah.
Yeah,
I will admit, I actually like when Italicus shows up. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, like that's one of the few times
I don't take him as a serious character, but yeah, any moment he's there, it's like, we're finna laugh in this episode. Okay.
Yeah. Again,
So if they mix Xena with Battlestar Galactica, I don't know, sir. I'm just saying. I'm just spitballing.
why would they mix the two?
I'm just spitballing.
No, that's just a bad idea.
It'd be a great idea. Future and past, let's do this. I'm just saying, out there, people hear this. Fox Studio, you do a bunch of horrible shit. Let's make it happen.
I don't need Xena chakroning somebody and then being like, no, it's a Cylon.
Yeah, no, me neither. This is no.
That'll be very awkward.
I did it I legitimately liked Lucy Lawless's character in Battlestar Galactica. The way especially when she just gave up. Like she just gave up in the end. She didn't even want to go with them. She was just like, I'm gonna die on this nuclear blown ass hellscape. Go on without me. I've lost all will to just keep going. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Wow. They've really hit bottom.
I mean, by the end of the series, she's been through a lot.
She's been through a lot.
To deal with fighting your own child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Callisto's complicatedness at the whole beginning of her whole life is already issues.
When she showed up in Parks and Rec, not as Xena, but Lucy Lawless, fucking stuff on there. I was still like, when they redid it and then they came back with the seventh season, I was like, this would be great for her to do a nod to Xena. You just be like, hey, Ron made me some fucking chakra shit, and I was out here camping. She just throws it and goes, ah! It would have been 5 seconds. It would have been great. I was waiting for that. It would have been great. That nod.
I was sad and thought it was waste that they bothered to put her back in when they had it, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., just to kill her off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But unfortunately, as much as I want to continue on with this, we are actually coming close to time. Thanks for tuning in to the Slab Lounge, everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can listen to us on YouTube, Amazon Music, and Spotify. You all take care. Later on. Boop.